So today here I have with me is the Sony a6500, and what's attached to it is the f2.8 70-200G A mount made by Sony once they took over Minolta, and it's adapted with the LA-EA4 adapter. So this video is about the a6500, although I will make a video about the 70-200 A mount. So about this camera, the Sony a6500, it was released in the year 2016, and it was the top of the line for its generation. There was the a6300 and the a6500. So let's take a look at it. So here it is a rangefinder style camera, and here you have the buttons: delete, play. I set this to control my shutter speed and my ISO. You have to press it before you turn it. Aperture, and the buttons here. So as it shows here, oh, this lens is really heavy. The a6500 has steady shot, which is the Sony's way of naming their image stabilization, in-body stabilization, and can shoot 4K. If I'm not mistaken, the a6300 has only 4K but no image stabilization. And the a6000, which was released in 2014, does not have any of it, but the image qualities they produce are around the same. Okay, let's take a look at it. So honestly, for myself, I'm not a fan of rangefinder style cameras. I'm more of a SLR style, you know. So oh yeah, let's talk about the buttons first. You can use this to magnify, and there's a built-in flash. Let's pop up, but then there's still a flash hot shoe for you to use. And here, the SD card slot uses the same battery as your A7 Mark II, but once they switched to A7 Mark III, it used different batteries already. Now, let's take off the lens. So this is a APS-C CMOS sensor, 24.1 megapixels, and put it back in. So what I can say from using this lens for the past week, I do like this camera actually, but again, I don't like its design. Its ergonomics are not bad, don't get me wrong, it's not bad, but I still do prefer like the full frame lineups. I liked how they grip it and all that, you know, like Nikon Z50, it's an APS-C, but it's still SLR style, and I prefer that. I don't really like rangefinder style cameras. It's just my preference though, because I just don't like placing my eye in this part. I prefer it in the middle. It's a bit disorienting for me. I don't know why, but okay. So after this, let's look at some image samples. So it's taken on the 70-200 and using my a6500. Let's look at some image samples. Oh wait, no, before I move on to image samples, we forgot to talk about the price. So this camera I've seen on eBay, it goes for about 800 to 1,000 Brunei dollars, which is approximately 700 to 900 USD if I'm not mistaken. And I got this using Facebook Marketplace for $600. Really good deal. So yeah, oh yeah, there's 2 custom buttons here and 2 presets. A bit of the buttons are faded, but manual, you get your normal manual, shutter, aperture. Yep. And I think that's all. So let's move on to the image sample.